This is the plaintiff, Jonathan Aguilar. He says the defendant's his sister, and she ripped him off by selling him a motorcycle, which she said was in perfect condition, and it wasn't. On top of that, he can't get her to give him the title to the thing. He's now out a whole boatload of money, and sister or no sister, he's suing for the $4,000 he's owed. This is the defendant, Genesis Aguilar. She says her dear brother still hasn't paid her in full for the motorcycle, and she's not giving him the title until he does. This whole thing's gotten so ugly she doesn't even feel like he's family anymore. Bottom line, he still owes her money, and she hopes to get it out of him today. She's accused of bothering her brother. The defendant has filed a countersuit for $1,248, the amount he still owes her.
All parties, please use your right hand. Be seated. Come to order, please. Litigants have been sworn, Your Honor.
Thank you, Douglas.
You're welcome in.
Brother suing sister. What happened? You bought a motorcycle from your sister. It's already a bad idea. It's already starting off to be a bad idea. Why did you buy that motorcycle from your sister?
Well, I liked the way the bike was looking. I wanted a bike because I just finished passing my motorcycle safety course about a year ago. I was assuming the bike was in good condition. She told me
Had
the
you
bike.
ever ridden the bike? It's your sister.
Have I ever ridden the bike?
Had you ever ridden that bike?
Have I ever rode it?
I don't know how to make myself clear. Yes. Had you ever ridden the bike? Yes.
I rode it once or twice.
How long earlier?
Never.
How long before you bought it had you ridden it?
No, I purchased the bike.
You bought it without riding it?
Yeah, I bought the bike without riding it.
Why would you do that?
I was trusting in my sister. She
Why
told
would
me.
you trust? It's your sister. Why don't you just say, let me ride the bike, see if I want it? Why can't you do that?
Well, we went to turn it on, and she said that the battery needed to be started, that there was nothing wrong with it. And on that day, I said, okay, so I'll change the battery.
So what ended up happening?
Well,
you agree with it, you're going to buy it for how much?
We agreed first on 35, and then further down the future, we came to a settlement of 33 because I had some issues that I had taken it to the mechanic, and I wasn't really caring about the price right at the moment or overlooking all the papers.
You don't care how it rides, you don't care about the price? Okay. So you don't care that you're buying from your sister and you might end up like this? Nothing matters. All right, just getting a bike is the only thing that matters. All right, so so you have the bike and you're making, what is it, weekly installments?
I was making weekly installments. I've missed a lot of days as well, but we was very lenient on me paying whatever.
She was lenient? You mean she was lenient?
She was lenient.
Okay.
She wasn't like harassing about it. Oh, you owe me this week.
Did you two have a close relationship before this?
Somewhat.
How often did you see each other?
Probably like once a week or whatever.
Once a week?
And I picked up his daughter.
Okay.
I used to take my niece out every weekend when I could.
When was the last time you saw your niece?
About a month ago.
Okay.
When this altercation first happened.
You haven't seen her since?
They play games with the baby.
They play, who's this?
My mother.
His mother too?
Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
That's awkward. And the comment she just made is they play games with the baby. Are you the mother of the baby we're
No,
talking?
I am not. I am the fiance.
Okay. And how old's that baby that we're talking about?
The baby is 4 right now.
4, yeah. All right. So you stopped paying at some point.
No, I've continued paying. I was just paying slowly because I'm in the process of starting my own company. So I've had a lot of unknown bills that are coming in.
Okay, but that means you're not meeting your obligation. Your obligation is to pay a certain amount every week, and you stop doing that, right? So you're just paying a little bit here, a little bit there when you can.
Yeah.
All right, and then what happens to
What
bring this
happens,
to a head?
well, let me just go to the beginning of this. In the beginning, when I first was purchasing the bikes, and she wasn't relinquishing the title over to me, she
Well, you
said
didn't
that
pay
I
for
would,
it.
I would have to pay the insurance through her, which I agreed because she wasn't completely honest with how the insurance was going. She first charged me $348 for the first 6 months of the insurance. And then she charged me $100 for the registration and the plate, which at that point I didn't see anything wrong with it because I wasn't aware of how much the insurance actually was. But then during the line of messaging for over the whole year, I see that she sends me it's $52 a month. And then another one says it's $58 a month. So I asked her to forward me the insurance policy number because I wanted to check it out myself. So I called Progressive and I gave them the insurance policy number. That's when they told me that the policy was for 1 year and it was only $299 total.
He says that you overcharge him for insurance.
He asked me to put insurance under my name because he had a DUI. So I didn't charge him the same price that I got. It was almost me doing a favor for my brother, and I charged him $58 a month.
Wait, how much was his insurance actually costing?
It was $300 for the whole year, and I charged him $58 a month.
And I wasn't aware of this.
Could you stop?
Sorry.
So you decided to tell him it was exactly 58, which is a really weird number, making it sound like that's actually what the insurance was costing you, but in reality it wasn't.
Yeah.
So you were not forthcoming with him, and you didn't tell him, listen, it's costing me $3,700, but you're doing me a favor. I'm doing you a favor, so you're going to charge me. You're also going to pay me. You weren't upfront about that with your brother.
We don't have good communication. He actually.
Let me tell you how. You don't need. It's not like a skill you have to go to school to get. Hey, listen. Your insurance is $348 a year, but you got to pay me that double because I'm taking the risk for you. That took a nanosecond. Were you ever honest about that? So he ends up finding that out behind your back. How was he able to find that out?
He called as me to Progressive.
He called as you. Okay.
He knows my date of birth. He knows all my information. That's my older brother. So he called
you got
as me.
found out. Okay. All right. And so where are we now? Now you have the bike.
Yes.
Now you want your money back and you don't want the bike. And then you don't want that bike. He's been riding it for forever and you certainly don't want to give him his money back.
And
you
he
want
also
the
threatened to
remainder
chop
that
it.
you're owed.
I also have.
Does everybody agree that the remainder that is owed is $900?
Yes.
Okay. The dispute is about the insurance, right?
Yes.
Okay. Yes, Mom.
He's always taking advantage of somebody in one way or another. He has also borrowed money from me, promised that he will pay me back. He did it to my brother also.
So then why don't you pipe up and tell your daughter not to sell your
I told
your son
her
a
not to
motorcycle?
do it.
But we have a different bond.
I told her
him and my
with
mom.
Johnny,
have a different
everybody
what?
catches
Bond,
it.
me and my brother. We were closer than my mom and him. So I trusted
He's
him.
my son. I love him dearly, but wrong is wrong. And with Johnny, everybody catches it. May I say something? I've been watching you for years.
Oh my God.
Beautiful in person.
Wait, tell me about. Can I just ask you about the
Yes,
child?
sure.
Because
I
it's
watch
kind
her
of.
look.
I just always get sad when I hear something like that. How old is the child? 4?
This child is
Yes.
4.
Is the child? Okay, I'm only talking to Johnny right now. Have you kept the child from your mom and your sister, or
No, I haven't.
The child hasn't been seeing your
spite.
mom anyway.
No, I haven't.
Like I said, I'm only talking to Johnny.
Welcome back to the People's Court. Harvey Levin here. So, would you sue your sister over $4,000 that she stiffs you on?
I would just settle it outside of court.
Okay, but that's not my question. If your sister says, I'm just not going to pay you, and they disrespect you, and it's $4,000, would you sue her?
Absolutely.
How about 1,000?
Yeah, sure.
500.
We might have to discuss that.
So the lower it gets, the less likely. 4,000.
4,000 without a doubt. I go 4 figures or more. You gotta sue. Gotta sue.
4 figures going inside the courtroom.
My baby's mother does not like my mother at all because of allegations in the
Whatever,
past,
and then-
which I don't want to get into. I'm not here
Yeah,
to.
now
It
you
was
want-
okay
what-
to
let
so
you know.
drop her off for 3
So
months.
Okay, ma'am.
I'm sorry.
Okay, go ahead.
So my baby's mother doesn't actually
What
want
about
her
your
there.
sister?
But I actually allow my sister to take her and bring her to my mom during the weekends so they could get that bonding
But you
time as
stopped
well.
doing that over insurance?
No, I stopped doing that recently, past 2-3 weeks. I've been very overwhelmed with work. I haven't seen my child during the weekend as well for the last 2 weeks as well because of the new company I'm starting. I have new contracts that came in.
Because you know that would be wicked, right?
Yeah, definitely. I'm
Because
not
your
like
4-year-old
that,
is
you know?
enriched by an aunt who adores her. And do you have children of your own?
No.
Clearly, I'm just saying that because if you're going every weekend to pick up your niece,
Yeah.
you probably don't have mayhem in your own home that frees you up to be the cool aunt and go over and pick up the fun 4-year-old and then drop her off when she becomes a ham. I could see it all happen. Because that enriches your daughter's life so much, and you don't want to deprive her of that, right?
Okay, no, I wouldn't do that anyway, you know?
Good. Okay, so let's talk about what is going on here, all right? As I understand it, there's $900 owed. As I understand it, he's paid $348 in insurance, which, as we know, did really cover a whole year of insurance.
Yes.
It's actually $299.
And his understanding, and you agree, was that you were only supposed to be charging him what it actually cost.
But what he agreed upon was the $58.
Because you lied to him and you told him that's what it was. It's such a specific number. He's like, yeah, whatever it costs, I'll pay, you know, but you never told him, listen, I'm charging you a premium. You know, like, lots of times I don't really care about that. If someone agrees to pay something, they just have to pay it. This time I do, because you're his sister, and that shouldn't happen. You shouldn't get caught at it. You shouldn't. The fact that you said $58 tells me that you were telling him that it was costing. So what he agreed to do was pay what it cost. He didn't agree to pay triple so you could make extra money. The whole thing is just distasteful to me. So that you were charged $49 extra that you shouldn't have been charged. So here's what's going to happen. I'm entering an order that you owe her. You don't get money back. You owe her on her counterclaim against you the $900 minus $49 that you got overcharged for the insurance.
One more thing, I also have a text message of when she told me what the insurance was. I sent her another additional $152 towards that bill.
You did? Did he
send me $100 towards the car, towards the motorcycle payment, and then $52 towards
the insurance, which was a false claim.
I'm sorry. Wait, stop. Stop arguing.
Sorry.
Put your hand down. What did you pay towards the insurance that you shouldn't have? Another $52?
Another $52.
Okay, got it. No worry. You owe her $799. Anything else? Anybody break anybody's toy when you were growing up? Okay. You owe her $799. Upon payment of that, transfer it over to him. Patra cosa mariposa. Right?
Amen.
That's how we're resolving each of your cross lawsuits. Good luck, folks.
So in this brother-sister lawsuit, it is the sister who comes out the victor. Jonathan, you're going to have to give your sister $799. Then you'll get the bike for it's yours.
It sounds fair because that was what I first entitled to her, and this settlement is very good for me.
Well, that's good. Okay, let me ask you a question. How do you feel about your mom being over there?
I have no problem. You know, it's good to see her. I haven't seen her in a long time, and I love my mom very much.
Okay. All right, good enough.
Thank you.
All right, here comes Miss Aguilar, the sister. You okay with the outcome now? How do you feel about this?
I personally feel like I've been ripped off by my older brother.
But you were ripping him off.
Not technically, because I'm doing him a favor. I'm not really getting anything out of it.
You know, you were kind of guilty of insurance fraud, if you think that, you know?
No.
Weren't you?
He wasn't writing it.
Yeah, oh boy, I don't know. That's tricky. What about you? You know, it's amazing seeing you here picking sides between your two children.
I pick the side that's right. When somebody do something wrong, I don't care whose side it is. I stay on the right side.
Okay. You think you'll have a good relationship with your son from now on? You hope so.
Many threats have been made to my mother.
Many threats have been made. He has borrowed money from me that he hasn't paid back.
Well, good luck to you. Okay.
That's it.
Thank you very much. All right, thank you.
Thank you so
All right,
much.
Bye-bye.
Congratulations. All right, Harvey.
For this very reason, Doug, it is more important actually to get a written contract when you're dealing with relatives.